So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, my name is Yumiko from UNESCO ICBA, and I'll be moderating this very important session for open and distance learning and teachers for Teachers Africa, ODLTA. This is a very exciting online course. And then we have launched it already on the 7th of July, but we are doing a series of webinars to let more people know about this course. I myself have done the course and it's very exciting and it is being improved. So without any more words, I'm inviting Dr. Tao Zhang to introduce this webinar. So Tao, over to you. Thank you. And then sorry, if you can mute your microphone and video when you are not talking, that will definitely improve our communication. So please do so. I will do that right now. I would turn my camera and microphone off. And Dr. Tao, over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yumiko. Dear colleagues and friends, and first of all, greetings from Moscow, where my institute, UNESCO Institute for Information Technologies in Education, IITE, is located. First of all, I want to say that IITE is very proud of being part of this new online course. And it is a collective achievement of ICBA, IITE, and UNESCO International Center in Beijing, and with special support from Beijing Normal University and China Open University of China. And this is an idea from, this is a second webinar like introduction to this new course, and with further improvement. As Yumiko just said, it's a course designed specially for teachers in Africa. It is an idea from Dr. Yumiko, and it's approval from herself, and it is based on the needs of African teachers and experience of African teachers. And we will discuss the possibility of developing this course. We received very strong support from UNESCO International Center in Rhodes, led by Professor Huang Ronghuai. And they have a very strong team. So we quickly reached an agreement of working together to design and develop this new online course, particularly for teachers in Africa. And I'd like to say we are very grateful to the team, the collective team. From IITE, my colleague, Miss Natalia Amelina, has been leading a small team working with ICBA, with Jose, and other colleagues, with Tingwen, and the big technological support team from INZOD. So only within more or less one month, we have developed this online course. And after its first launch, we realized that we need to do two important things. The first is to further improve this new course so that it could be better fit the needs of African teachers. And secondly, it is even more important for us to attract more teachers from Africa so that they can benefit from this special course designed for them, for teachers in Africa. So this is, I think, the aim of this webinar. And in the future, we are going to working together to further improve this online course. including the support and the services provided for teachers, as well as the contents and the technology part to make it more flexible and easy to be accessed by teachers in Africa. And I also want to say that this is just the beginning of the three-party collaboration, ICBA, IIT, and Inroad. And in the future, as we agreed that we are going to continue the collaboration on the version in other languages of this course, and to explore further courses collectively so that we can offer more support to teachers in Africa. And in addition to this online course, I would also like to say something about my institute. It is a global institute with its mandate in ICT in education. And in addition to these online courses, we also have quite a number of other online resources and tools developed during the pandemic to support teaching and learning online, or more broadly, the distance education in this challenging situation. And our publications are including guidance and reports, and quite a number of them are collectively drafted with Inroad, and also some other online resources which you can easily see from IIT's website. So I think as all of us can see, COVID-19 is a big challenge, unprecedented and a very difficult situation still going on at the moment. However, it is the opportunity for us to work together, particularly for my institute. We had the vision and goal to be engaged more actively, to make more contribution to Africa teachers and in Africa region. And it is because of this pandemic, now we have been extended our collaboration and our engagement in African region. We are working very closely, not just with ICBA, but also with Nairobi office and other UNESCO field offices as well. And it is our hope, and it is also, I believe that in the future, we will work more closely, and so that we can offer more and better support to teachers and students in Africa. And I think that's all from my side. Over to you, Yumiko. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. So yes, this was idea came from ICBA, but it was IITE and Dr. Tao whose dynamic vision and then the speed made it possible. And I really would like to thank IITE for that. And also Inroad and Beijing Normal University, as well as China Open University, they're very, very cooperative and very fast. So this one, I consider it as an Africa-China partnership for education. We are in a big crisis. COVID-19 is something we have never seen. Most of the schools in Africa are still closed. And we need to work on the teachers' capacity for distance and online learning. Initially, the whole world was talking about online. We have many challenges in many countries in Africa where connectivity might not be available equally for teachers in town and the teachers in rural areas. So we made this course for a distance and online so that we have a variety of options for teachers. Now, if you look at so again, thank you very much, Dr. Tao. You have been a wonderful partner, and I think this is going to be a very good start for different activities, because this open and distance learning is not going to close when schools reopen. It will be even more important for teachers to continue learning in and outside, teachers continue teaching in and outside of the classrooms. Now, if you look at the program, Hinoka, can you put the program on the on the screen, please. Okay. Initially, we had two very exciting lectures. One from Professor Sarah Anyonga-Kubo of African Union, and secondly, from Professor Huang from Beijing Normal University enrolled. Unfortunately, both of them had last-minute engagement, so we are not going to have a keynote, and we go straight into demonstration of the ODLTA. And I do understand Mr. Ting Wen, an absolutely amazing specialist on online learning, is going to talk a little bit about the 7-minute learning mode. And then Ting Wen and Jose are going to demonstrate this ODLTA. Now, if you have questions or comments, please feel free to put them in the meeting chat. Dr. Tamachen is going to compile them, and then we will have a question and answer session later. So let us make this session very active, interactive, and so on. Okay, if Tim Wen and Jose, if you're ready, the floor is yours.
Okay, I'm ready. So let me share my screen. Is anyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, first of all, thank you again, Yumiko and Dr. Tao, and to give me a chance to introduce our website, Open and the Distance Learning Certificates website, and this is actually our second webinar for this website. And the first one we did in last month, 2020, July 7th, and this is already 1 month ago. And this is very so since this month we try to improve, also try to know a lot of feedback from the Africa friends. So we did a lot of the change and also revise for the content and also for the website, and we hope this website can help the friends in Africa and the teachers in Africa. So first of all, I also want to introduce myself. My name is Ting Wen Chang, and I'm the assistant to the dean of the Smart Learning Institute of Beijing Normal University. The dean is actually the Professor Ronghai Huang, and he is also the director of UNESCO International Research and the Training Center for Rural Education, UNESCO in Rules. So it's very, very good opportunity, and also very good ways for us to working with UNESCO IIT and the UNESCO ICOBA to work in this kind of meaningful projects, say how to help the Africa teachers about the online and distance learning. And before we start to demonstration this website, I want to quickly to talk about the idea of the learning modes to learn this website. We call 7 minutes learning modes. And you see, there's very coincidence that our first webinar is on July 7th, and we doing the 7 components, 7 minutes, 7 elements in 7 minutes, 777 learning modes for this very interesting projects. So let me quickly go through this learning mode. First of all, this is the ODLT, online distance learning for teachers in Africa. So we got just mentioned by Yumiko and Dr. Tao say this is this is a joint project with ICOBA IIT and INRURS, and we also have the Beijing Normal University members and the Open University of China to working on these projects. The main goal is try to train the teachers in Africa in the effective and the contextualized using of distance learning and the teachings. And we also hope to provide a knowledge about online and distant learning, and the contents including what is the distant learning and how to implement that in the African countries, and also try to promote the distant learning by means of ICTs, and also provide the tools for distant learning, introduce the tools how to use those things to help the Africa teachers in teaching in online. And once you learn the knowledge and the contents of our website, you will get the ODLT certificate, and this is cited by ICBA, IIT, and the university. And we designed around 16 units of these courses, and you can see that including the learning guide and tours, and we separate several units into different into 3 modules, and you can this actually is a very basic knowledge and skills about the learning and the distant learning, and we really hope that this kind of quick and also easy to learn information for the teachers can get the knowledge right away, and to get the informations to get the correct information from our websites. And I will demo later about how the teachers learn with those learning units later. And before I go into, as I say, this is a kind of 7 minutes learning mode, which is urgent for the preparing millions of the teachers in Africa to provide online distant learning knowledge during this kind of COVID-19 disruptions. So we consider the situation of the curriculum load for K-12 teachers, and also the bandwidth and the bandwidth of the in majority of Africa countries, and also the learning and teaching devices for teachers, students in Africa. So as we know that most of the users in Africa, they probably have this mobile phone rather than computer. So we also consider that these courses can learn in the mobile devices. And what is the detail of the 7 minutes modes means we provide courses with 7 components. We have the 7 components with 7 elements, and for each unit, and we hope these units can be learned within 7 minutes. So which means the users, the learners can quickly within these 7 minutes could get the knowledge right away, and within these 7 minutes they can quickly process in their mind, and also to get the first and quickly information from our content. So what are those 7 elements? So every learning units will have their own concept, and maybe they'll also have different kind of method and strategy, and also we will design a question and set assessment for the learner to learn, and then they will get a resource, and resource can download to their computer and cell phone. And if they have any questions, want to get a suggestion from our teams, they can ask the questions and to get suggestions from us. So that's that's the 7 minutes about concept, method, strategy, question assessment, resource, and suggestions. So the people can choose either of them to get the concept, content, resource, and suggestion. And also we design within different components. Components contains about ebook learning way, and audio learning way, courseware learning way, and online courses learning way. That's 4 main learning ways to deliver the informations. Means they have the depends on the different situations in people in Africa. They can choose either way to smooth learning in their devices, and with those learning way, then they can choose. They can discussion other users online and to posting the question online, and they will be also get the answer from. They will get the quick assignments and the answers at the same time, and they kind of have the self practice for them. And then once they're finalizing our final assessment, they can get automatically to get a certificate, and they can download the certificate, which is cited by three joint units there. So that's 7 components. So you can see these 7 elements and 7 components is designed into different modules, and the modules will be showing in these 7 elements and the components, and they can choose either of the way or either of the resource to learn or to get the things they want to get from online. And they also can have the discussion forum and self-assessment. And once they finish finalizing, and they can get our certificate then. And the certificate, this is an example of a certificate that's kind of cited by three UNESCO department, and the day you get our courses our courses certificate. So that's very quick about 10 minutes saying about the 7 learning mode. So let me start to demo the website here. So where is our website? And it's very quickly to know is online distance learning, and we are located in Beijing Normal University. So we are education department and from China. So it's ODLBNU.edu.cn. So you will see this page, and sorry, let me try to log out first. So once you see this this website, and you first the first way you have to register the website and also log in into our website. So if you have the difficulty to log in and or register our website, this is actually the user guide, the videos to provide you to know how to register our website and how to navigate our ODL courses. So you can see we have very small videos around also around kind of probably only 2 minutes, and so they will teach you how to do the register. So let me quickly do the registrations here for you guys to know how to get the register. So coming back to this website, and you can see, where I should go. Should I go enter this course? Yes, you can just click this link, and the guests cannot access this course, so they will tell you to log in. So please click continue. And that this kind of login page here. So if you are the first time here, so please create your new account. And you can type in your username, any username you want, and also assign your password. Please remember this password is at least 8 characters, and also at least 1 digital and 1 non-alphabet numbers characters. So so that's your password, and typing your email address. And your name, and where you from. Yeah, please do tell us where you're from, because we also want to know what countries we really what country we really can where you are from. Yeah. So once you fill in these information and create an account, and they will send you a kind of confirmations emails, because this you can see. So because this account is already registered, so you will see this message. So but once you send our confirmation emails, you can go to your email, and Yeah. So they probably will send you the kind of a account confirmations here. So please follow the guide to activate your accounts. Click the links here, and then you will activate your accounts. So once you click, and you will be able to log into our website. So if you have any problems, please try to follow up our videos to see how to register here. So then I will using this account to register, to log in. So log in here. So you will see the courses welcome message here. We are online distance learning for teachers in Africa projects, ODLTA. So welcomes you to join us. So we'll have very quickly information here, and let's also show you the 4 different modes here, and we have the help desk here. If you have any IT problems or any kind of difficulty to access this website, please leave the message here, and our teams will be response you as within 24 hours. And that's the forums. And we also have the introduction forums, means we want to have the self introduction by yourself, and to tell us who are you, and where are you from, and what is your current position and job, and what are your expectations for these courses. So we want to have a small introduce from your side, so let us to know you well from in this way. And so if you want to come back, there's actually a lot the hyperlink. You can click the courses ODLTA here. Let's come back to the outlines of courses. So as I mentioned before, the courses is separated into the 16 learning mode, 16 units. So the 16 learning units is listing here. And that's also, if you want to have very quick guide, and also want to know what kind of tools will be offered from by these courses, you see the content here. And we also have the, as I mentioned, we have the online courses mode, and the voice mode, ebook mode, and the courseware mode. So what are these kind of modes means? So maybe I can use one of the learning units to show you. So if you go to the unit 1, this is the online courses, means you just learning in the online course. So that's coming here. Okay, you will see very some pages of the content here about what is the learning goals of this unit. And that's kind of places here. And if you see here, we also have audio play, and you can play. I hope you can.
In this section, we will learn the definition of distant learning and the importance of applying distant.
So the way we put in the audio here is kind of, maybe you only have the you only have a mobile, and this kind of a limited way to see the whole screens. You can just listen in the audio, and once you learn these pages, you can go to the next page here, and for the next contents. And once you learn very quickly to learn this content, if you also want to listen in the audio, you can play here, and also finish that. You can learn these contents. Some pages including less contents, but some contents including rather more informations there. So depends on the each purpose of the each concept of the contents here. So once you learn this unit, you finish the learning of these units, where you can go back to the online. You can click the module 1 here, and come back to our module 1, and follow to the next unit to learn. And you can see that's the similar way to go page by page to learn. And even they have the small arrows here, you can go back by click back to the our modules 2. So that's about the online courses mode. So that's kind of using the online pages to learn the contents. So what are the other three modes of the resource? So the first, this is the voice mode here. The voice mode is just like the audio you listen in the online courses, and you can, if you doesn't have the very big screens to learn, so you can download the each learning unit's audio and to listen in the audio, and you can listen one by one. You can download one by one actually. You can download here. And because maybe the bandwidth limitations, you can probably just listen one by one. So and you can open it directly.
In this section,
Yes. So that's the same contents you have. So, but if you want to download the whole audio files, you just click the download the whole folder, and that will be downloaded with a zip file to either your mobile phone or your computer. That's the voice modes there. So so that's kind of only the audio files, including this kind of resource, but depends on the devices you use to learn. So and then it's an ebook mode. So ebook actually we kind of define as an ebook because you just learning by page, just like reading by book. So we provide a kind of PDF file here. So the PDF file is just like you can download the PDF file and open it either which open in your devices, and this is a video PDF file including the static contents, and but some keywords we already highlight for you. And we also try to add in some kind of pictures and the graphic for you guys to quickly understand from those kind of pictures. And that's kind of PDF files. And yeah, the same way you can still download the whole file, the whole folders, the kind of the module 1, the unit 1 to 4 together by zip file. So that's the kind of ebook mode. That's just kind of static files for learning. And maybe you can also try to collect kind of get the contents from those contents to somewhere you want to teach in different PPT. So maybe you will use the contents of our courses. You can direct to copy to your PPT, or using our PPT to learn, because this is the courseware mode. So you can using in your courses and by PowerPoint. And so we are separating the content into one PowerPoint for each learning unit. And you can see the PPT here that we already separate. Yeah, it open. Okay, cool. So that's the unit 1 about the contents we already separate into the PowerPoint, and also design some graphic and the contents for you. And also we provide practice quizzes for you, to do some kind of self-assessments. And this actually the quizzes for you to get some that's kind of you will probably get the quizzes in our final assignment. So that's the courseware mode. That means you can learn with PowerPoint files. So you can also download the whole folder in the zip file into to your computer directly. So so every unit, actually every modules you see here. Okay, sorry, this is the discussion forum. So We have actually 3 modules here. So every modules they have several units include. So this 4 learning ways that's including those learning units. So they can download and also learning online depends on what way you can learn, what kind of way better for you to get the information there. So but we also designed the discussion forum for each modules, and for you to discussion the problems, or you can post in this related questions here. And also we provide the self-assessments here. So the self-assessment probably offer you kind of you can offer you kind of 6 questions for you to practice. So yeah, we provide a kind of true and false questions, or kind of single choose questions, or multi-choose questions here. And then those questions actually will be also probably showing in your final assignment. And if you finish your attempt, so yeah, that's the system. You probably have to click several times and submit your results. And they will give you the final give you the kind of final result. Say, oh, you only get a 4 by 6, and if you get it wrong, so that will probably tell you what does that means, what kind of some kind of why is the what is the correct information there. So give you some hint, and actually you can come back all the time, and you can doing this kind of self-assessment unlimited time, and every time you probably will get the different questions. So that's about the assessment. So coming back to the modules, is, as I say, you can reattend to the quizzes, so you can do a lot of time by yourself. So so every module is designed in this kind of 7 component and 7 elements approach, and you can have the different learning way and the discussion forum and self-assessments. So we have 3 modules for you to learn, and totally you have the 16 learning learning units to learn. You see here is 14. That's including the other 2 about the learning guide and learning tools. So once you finish the learning here, and you can, yeah, I think I got all informations, and I got I learned many things already. You can go to the our assessment here. Okay. Before you start, go to assessment. If you want to download the whole files there, you can just click this learning resource for you to download directly. So that's we have these kind of options for you. So you think you can start to do the assessment there. You can doing our final quizzes, and this final quiz is also unlimited times. So so you go to the final quiz here, and you can so you can start your attempt, and you can start your final assessment. And this is actually I do previous time, so I already this final assessment will give you 20 questions randomly. So the randomly means they will be choosing 20 questions from our question bank, and so probably every time you will see the different questions. And once you finish that as I said, that also have the true, false, and multi-choose and the single choose questions there. And yeah, maybe so I try to do in advance. I do some these 20 questions first, and good luck to me if I got 80% correct, which means I got 16 questions correct. I will get my certificate. So yeah, good luck to me. How is so far? Yeah, that's the radio. So so if you finish the 20 questions, submit your result. Submit your result and do the review. Yes, I got 18. Yeah, I got 18.67 or overall 20, which means I got 93%. So and and means I have the quality get my certificate. So we assume you have the you have the enough the knowledge and the skills from our courses already. So then you can come back to our you can come back to our courses and to see your certificate before you doing the assessment. This certificate probably cannot show for you to click, but if you already get 80% correct, then you can get your certificate here, and you can automatically to download your certificate from our website. And this is my certificate at this time, and let's download the PDF file for you. Yes, that's my today's certificate by Ting Chang, and to complete these courses, and at this time day, and cited by Yumiko, Dr. Tao, and Professor Huang. So yeah, that's the demonstration about our ODLT courses, and the way, and also the component, the learning units, and hope this kind of course can help by help for you. And as I say, this is a website, but not only can doing this kind of way on browsers. So please allow me to introduce my colleague Jose from Ecoba. So, and he will doing the demonstration from his mobile phone. So time's yours.
Okay,
Let me start my sharing.
Okay. Thank you for giving me the floor. So let me share my screen first. Okay, so as Tim has just said, my name is Jose Edmond Mekufoso. Are you getting me, please? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, my name is Jose Edmond Mekufoso. I am the liaison official between UNESCO IGBA and UNESCO office in Dakar. So I am located in Dakar, and work on projects related to teacher and related to ICT in education. So I live in Dakar, but I work for IGBA. I would also like to extend my gratitude to IIT and UNESCO Enrolled and Smart Learning Institute college for the good collaboration we have been having throughout this project. Yeah, so as Simon has just said, the idea of my presentation is just to let us be aware of the fact that we can also you can also use this course on a mobile device, not only on desktop, as he has just showed to us. So I won't go in deep in the contents. I'll just show you how to access it. As for now, you can see my screen. This is my screen on my mobile phone. Yeah, and on mobile phone there are two ways of accessing this course. The first way is using Moodle mobile app, because the platform used here is Moodle. So you can use the mobile app of Moodle to access the course. But you can also use a browser, as I'm doing now. I'm using a browser which is a Google Chrome. So you can use the browser, and then you type the URL of the platform, that odl.bnu.edu.cn, and then you log in, as Timon has just explained, and then you reach this first page of the course, which is the welcome page of the course. So once you reach here, you can see the components of the course. The course has the first component is a welcome part, yeah, as you can see here, which present the different modes to connect the course. As Timon has explained, you can connect it directly using online modes. That means browsing the course directly in the browser, Or you can also use the free other modes that consist of using the content offline. So you can download the voice type content, or the PDF content, or the PPT. All those free other modes, you can use them offline. So this is the first component of the course that you can access it, as you are seeing here, from the mobile. And you can also access the forums, the two forums he has talked about. Help desk is the first forum where you can, if you have any problem, any question concerning the use of the course or the platform, you can go there and set your question. You also have introductory forum, as we have just seen on the in desktop mode. Now the second, as you see, the second component, which is the user guide, which tells us how to use the course, what is the course about. And now we have the free modules, module 1, as you see here, that module 1, about what is the learning, what is distance learning, and how to implement it in Africa countries. The second module, you see, we can browse it here, is effective promotion of distance learning by the means of ICTs. This is the second module, as we have seen it with Tinwen. The third module now is tools for distance learning. Now we can access the next component is now the resources. Also, you can access them from here. You have learning resources, so from here you can download them. And then the last part is to take the final assessment, and then you can get your certificate if you have up to 80%. So now let us maybe try to browse one module from this mobile device. Let us go back to the first module that Tinwen first browsed from the desktop. So here, if you use the first mode, as we can see, let us go to unit 1, as he just done it in desktop mode. So by clicking on this first module online, you see that I can access the content. Here, as we were seeing in the desktop, we also have this audio that you can read from our mobile. And we have this arrow to move from one content to another. This is the second paragraph, and then we can continue. Now we can go back in the course. Let us go back. Let us now go back to the welcome page of the course. Okay, so here we are on we go back on the welcome page of the course. Let us now try to access the course using maybe PDF files. Okay, so let us click on this folder. I see the PDF. I click on it. It will display the content of this folder. In the folder, I'm seeing that I have there two files: learning guides and learning tools. If I click on one of those two files, let's click on the first one. It is supposed we will be allowed to either display it directly in our browser, or we can also download it to read offline. So here I can display them. I can display the file directly. So here, this is the PDF file I can display here and read it. And then from here also I can download and save on my computer to read offline. Let us go back in the course now. Go back on the welcome page of the course again. So we will do the same for all the different modes. For audio, we can go there and download, and also for PPT. And now for each module, as we see, we can also access a forum for the module. You can also access an assessment. So let us see the assessment, how to access it or complete it on the mobile. By clicking like this, it will display. Okay, say continue. My one is in French. Continue the assessment. I just click on it because I've started. And then I have the questions. As we see, this is a true or false question. The first one is a true or false question. The second one also, the third one, the fourth one, fifth. When I've chosen my answers, then I can come to the end and say, validate the test. It is in French, terminate the test. So it's the same. We are seeing the same content as the one Tinwen has just explained on desktop. Now, after this assessment now, let us show to you once you have completed all those 3 modules, the second one here is the same type of content. You can browse directly in the browser, or you can download the PDF or the audio or the PPT file, and then you can take the own assessment for this very module. Also, you can contribute in the forum. Now, going down quickly, we also have the learning resources. If I click on maybe this second learning resources on PDF, you see we have all the PDF files that have been used in the course. And here at the end, we see télécharger le dossier. That means you can download all the folder with all those files in. Okay, so after this component of resources, now the last component is the final assessment that we can access the same way as we access the assessment in the modules. Once you have completed this final assessment with 80% of good answers, as Tingun has said, you will get this link, this final link, which is certificate. It's only when you have completed this final assessment with more than 80% of good answer that you can get this final link, which is the link to download your certificate. So let me click on it, and you will see my certificate. I've completed all the tests. By clicking like this, it will then display my certificate. Okay. Yes. So here is télécharger or download the certificates. Let us click on it. And click on download. Now it displays in my browser, and then I can download. As you see, it is the same certificate that Timon has just shown to you with my name and the signature of the 3 directors at the bottom, as you can see. So this was just to let us be aware of the fact that this same content that we can browse in the desktop, we can also use a mobile phone like this one to access it and to complete the course and to do all those activities and resources. So having said this, I will just to thank you for your attention and give the floor back to Yumiko. Thank you.
And thank you, Joseph. And actually, one of our audience that how to use mobile. Maybe I can show it my mobile phone here. And because as he mentions that mobile app, that's the including that you can allow the learners to how can I say to learning offline. So maybe I can share my screens if my.
Okay, Timon, you have the floor then.
So Honey, can you give me my show? How can I show my screen? I need a permissions from my from my cell phone. Honak, can you help me?
Okay.
I have the Tingwen Chang. You can see that's not my cell phone accounts there. Can you give me the presenter? I mean the yeah. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. 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 Share my screens. Yeah. Can you see my screen? Yes.
Yes, we can see it.
So people can download the Moodle app and click the Moodle. So let me go start So if you download the Moodle app, and you can add our website, and the website you should have the what kind of you should put the URL here. So you have to type https and odl.enu.edu.cn and connect to a website, and you can log in to this website. Yeah, you will see my password. Yeah. So yeah, if you register, and you can log into the our courses and see the available courses here, and you can go to the introduction of our courses and see the content we just introduced before, and just the way, and the app also offer you the better user interface for you to learn the contents. Even you can learn offline once you log in here, but some kind of content online still cannot available there. So you have to download the content first, and still you can learning by static content or also the audio file.
In this section, we will learn how to use Moodle to empower our distance teaching.
Yeah, and come back there. Yeah, that will be overview more better user experience in your mobile phone if you are using the Moodle app here. Okay, that's my ad, and that's my son. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's all our presentations. Back to you, Imiko.
Thank you very much. There was a bonus of seeing a lovely son of the specialist. Now, thank you very much, Dewin, Jose, colleagues. This was exciting, and now it's very clear. You can use PC and also mobile phone. I was wondering what type of mobile phone can support this, but maybe these are some of the questions we can discuss. I'm going to ask Tamachen, Dr. Tamachen, would you be so kind to take us through some of the chat questions? If there are questions which have not been answered, maybe you can bring that first and then you can open the floor. So over to you, Tamachen.
Thank you, Imiko. Thank you, Ting and Jose, for the nice presentation. We enjoyed it. In fact, there have been some questions as well as observations in the chat. And if you have other questions, please raise your hand through the Microsoft Teams. But for the sake of the whole audience benefiting from the chat discussions, I would like to raise the questions to Ting and Jose to respond. Some of the questions, for instance, Yumiko asked whether when you are creating an account, can you use your email address as username? Another related question from her is whether you can download files using mobile phones. It is responded, but also how much space do you need if Moodle is to be included in the mobile phone? How much space do you need? You know, our personal mobile phones, usually we need them for lots of things. So how can we manage those kinds of things? Of course, Jose said that you can also use just the browser. Can you comment on this thing, and Jose? Thing or Jose?
Okay. Thank you, Timishin. I would like maybe to have a say first, and I think Tinwin will add something on top of it. For the mobile phone, I think each mobile phone that can support a web browser like Google Chrome, like Mozilla Firefox, and many other browsers can be used for this to browse to access this platform, because on one online platform like this one is just a website having contents and having those assessments which are kind of forms, and many websites have forms that we use to fill and to submit. So if you have a phone where you can install a browser in any browser, then you can also access the course, and you can browse the course, and you can take all those activities and all those assessments and submit and get your certificates. Now, concerning the app, Moodle app, it is not a very heavy app. It's less than 50 mega. So many mobile apps will be able to install Moodle app, and then you just need to configure it as Tingwen has just explained. And after that, you can access also the course. So I don't think we need special mobile device to be able to access the course and to take those activities till the end. I think Tingwen maybe can add something on it. Thank you.
Okay, maybe if you as I know, I checking in my app and my space. I think if you download to the whole courses to your website, I think including our audio file and the PDF files, I think that's probably less than 50 megabyte, because that some files still has some image there. So, but including the app and the courses content itself, so I think it's less 50 megabytes. That's probably my estimate. The sizes or of our Moodle app. That's yep. Tamachen? Any questions?
Hello, Tamachan. Do you have any other questions you would like to share? Oh dear, is he in? Has he dropped?
Maybe his mic is muted.
Hi, Tamachan, please unmute your mic.
Yeah, the internet was interrupted, you know.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you're
Okay,
back.
sorry.
Good. I think there was a question from Benyam about YouTube. Or some other questions. Please go ahead, Temujin.
Yeah, there are some questions. Biniam was asking about the course developers. If we can upload it into YouTube so that the participants could learn by their own, and if they need to get the certificate, they can log into the system. Is it possible? And another question which could also be related, and also from ICBA colleague, is whether the participants can follow, you know, can they tick the courses, the segments of the course that have been taken or completed by the students. In relation to this one, I have also a question saying that, you know, there are different modalities, PDF, PowerPoint, audio. In Africa, because the internet connection might be limited, if someone wants to complete the course just by PowerPoint, will the system allow to get the certificate by just going to the assessment part? Can you respond to this one?
Okay. So first of all, about the YouTube, I think we will consider that. But first of all, because as people also we always consider the bandwidth of the people in Africa. So the video format is probably in the coming plan for us to doing this kind of video modes in the YouTube. But in our stage here, we try to provide a kind of more lower end or kind of lower bandwidth contents first to the teachers in Africa. But definitely we will once we have the complete contents in the English versions, and if we have enough. We have more and more users already learn on our courses, then we will consider to next step probably will be French versions, And also then we'll consider the YouTuber to recoding the course contents by each unit, learning units, and providing the other learning approach for learning these courses. And that's for the YouTube. And for the next questions, I think so how can I remind the second question? I'm sorry. What is the second question today?
Go through the course. Shall I describe it for you?
Yes.
When you go through the course, it does not automatically tick the parts of the course that are taken by the student. So Bernard suggested that the student maybe himself or herself can tick, and when they log in another time, they know which part they have completed. And in relation to this one, the question is, if somebody doesn't want to go through the internet-based and downloads all the PowerPoint and complete the course only using the PowerPoint,
yep,
can he or she go to the assessment and get the certificate?
Yes. So if one of the teachers that download first and then they learn the content offline in their computer, in their devices, and if they finish the learning in by offline, and then they just log in direct, go to the final assessment, they can finalize in the assessment, and so we trust you, and you just finish the 20 questions and for 80% correct, then you will get the certificate without doing any learning online there. Yes, that's my answer for that.
Yeah, I think when on top of what you have just said, maybe we can also say that even without downloading the PPT or audio, you can just connect and go directly to the final assessment. If you get the more than 80%, you get a certificate. So there's no any condition about this.
Yeah, thank you for the aid. But so we do hope that you really can get the information. So maybe you can go through the content whenever you want to learn. So and if you didn't download, you can just direct to the assessment. Try to evaluate directly at our assessments there. Yes.
Thank you. Well, again, some of the questions are answered in the chat as everybody can see it. But because the question is interesting, I wanted to raise it. Is this course a course on pedagogy or ICT skills? What do you say?
As I know that the content is more about the online distant learnings informations and not too much about ICT. I mean, the online distant learning is about say how you design the online courses, maybe how you design the Moodle courses. We actually provide an example there, and what kind of resource you can get online. That's some kind of suggestion from our contents, and also what kind of strategies you can design your online courses, and this is still more about the skills of the online and distant learning. So about the ICT skills, I think we probably will be because this course is very kind of 101 online distant learning 101. So that's kind of introductions of online distant learnings. So but in the future we will design a similar courses maybe for the ICT skills and even the competence, digital competence, this kind of different courses, and we can also design in a similar ways in our websites. That's my answer.
Thank you, Think. And from your response, it is clear that it's a course for teachers who are expected to run distance learning programs. And for that, they need to know the basics of open and distance learning. Yes. And of course, towards the end of the course, they might need some ICT skills, which can be developed in future versions or second or third parts of the course. But as it stands now, It's an introduction course to teachers who would be developing online and distance learning courses in their respective subject areas. Is there any other question from the participants or comments? Please raise your hand using the system if you have. We have some minutes. And probably Ting and Jose, maybe you, I don't know, you didn't describe it well or didn't touch it. And somebody asked whether there is a guide for the course. Of course, there is a guide, but you can elaborate this one.
What do you mean the gap?
For the course, student's guide or learner's guide.
Learner's guide. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Actually, the learner's guide is just tell you the guide. It's kind of guide you to learn our courses because maybe not everyone is not listening the our demonstrations. When we hope this kind of learning guide, we actually put in the learning guide in our first learning unit there, and that's kind of tell you kind of quickly to tell you how to learn in our courses, and also what kind of tools you can download first, and you will learn from our courses. So we will have very in advanced introductions in our first two learning units there, and also for the very even probably the people they don't know Moodle a lot, and they probably have have difficulty to get the registrations and also the navigation of courses. In the first pages, we also have the user guide and with the videos. So that video only take less than 3 minutes. That's for you. I hope that you have enough internet bandwidth that you can see the videos directed to know first of all how to register, and then once you register, we will guide you to navigate the courses by what kind of the way that I just demoed today there. So that's kind of we have prepared some very short features that to the very beginner of the users. That's my.
Thank you. I see my colleague Risi is raising. Risi, can you go ahead?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi everyone. Hi, thank you, Temichan. Hi, my name is Risi. I'm a trainee at ICBA, and good to see you all. I finished the courses and the course, and it's really, I mean, I really learned a lot, especially from the mode of creating the online courses. It's a really good example. And I have just one minor probably comment or question about the unit 11. I also post this comment in the chat room. So it's about how to use Zoom for live teaching. And I checked the content, and it mainly focuses on using computers. And so I wonder if it is possible to add probably a part of using mobile phones for live teaching. I think we're considering the electricity and also the internet in some areas in African countries. Sometimes probably using data or network is more, feasible or convenient for teachers and learners. And some of them maybe don't have the access to computers or other devices. So this is just one of my ideas. So would like to share with you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Rizzi. And that's very very good suggestion to us. So we will do that, probably add into our learning units. That's right. Maybe also the kind of dynamic graphic GIF to demonstrating the zones, how to using the zone for the live teachings, and how to kind of manage it. Maybe we can try to search YouTube, and maybe providing a YouTube link that probably has someone already have the guidance, very detailed guidance for that. But we will try to do the our side first, because how to using the zone in live, I think that probably needs some time to first of all to adjustment how to use the zone, and also how to kind of guidance the learners of the zone. That's probably have a lot of information need to kind of add in this kind of way. So but we will do that for the adding a part of using the zone in a mobile way. Yeah. Thank you for your suggestions.
Thank you. Thank you. I also see Biniam, I think. Biniam, go ahead.
Yes, Tamakin, thank you very much. I also found the course to be very user-friendly and very useful.
Thank you.
And I'm sure a lot of teachers on the continent it will be very useful for many teachers in this particular context, especially. One of the questions that I question was, when I take the test at the end, out of the 20 questions, there were three questions which more or less were about the same topic, and I was wondering why those three questions were repeated out of the 20 questions. But now earlier when you explained, you mentioned that there are a pool of questions, and the system automatically takes 20 questions out of it. But I was just wondering if there is a way to make those selections equally distributed, so that the assessment covers a wide range of issues. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Okay. So yeah, we do get the feedback, similar feedback, like say how maybe to pick up the equally questions from different parts. So we will still try to figure out that the kind of functionality in the Moodle, and because first of all, right now we pick up 20 questions from around 80 questions. So 80 questions, that's including kind of 4 or 5 different topics. So yeah, it's still have the difficulties right now for us, but we try to figure out soon, and we hope that we can offer in the equality questions from different topics from our side. But since now we have some limitations by Moodle functionality right now, so yeah, that's but we will try to figure out soon. Yeah. Thank you for your suggestions. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Biniam. He, I think, was already received your comments, and I saw Salu. Salu, he raised his hands, but then lowered it down.
Okay.
Salu, you wanted to say something?
Yumiko have say questions. So as I see here, I got the numbers of the computation how many people already finished the courses. I think right now it's around 32 persons get the certificate, with 97 persons register our website, and the 32 people get a certificate already, which means you already have 1/3 persons get a certificate.
Thank you. Maybe one last question also raised by Yumiko is, when you create your account, the username, can it be your email address?
Oh, sorry, what's the questions?
The question was posted on the chat room. The username when you create your account, can it be your email address?
No, user account only because of the email. The question is say your username can be the email address.
Can you win?
Yes.
I think it's a practice which is used in many platforms. You know, using email like username. Yeah. Yes, I think that also in Moodle is you can also agree. You can also allow users to use their username, their email address as username. So in this platform also it should be possible, I think.
Actually, I didn't try, but I cannot answer you right now. But let me quickly to try right now.
Okay. In the meantime, Salu has also a question or comment.
Yeah, Tamashin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry. I had a problem with my laptop. So thank you very much, IITE and Ruth and all participants. The question was raised in the chat room. It is about the French version of this training. I know that IGBA could provide with some experts, but on the side of IITE and Ruth, are you thinking of involving some expert firms or so for the French version?
I think that's first of all, I think in the courses this is a kind of a synchronizing courses, right? So we will collect the questions. I think the synchronizing questions from the forums. So our team will be collect those questions, and if the questions that we can answer from the first response, we will give the first answer first. But if the questions need some expert to respond, and we will require to the IIT or COBA the expert to answer the questions in our website, and we will try to first of all understand the questions and try to respond as soon as possible. But if the question is very kind of professional or kind of difficult for us to answer right away, then we will search the help assessment from the ECOPA and IIT and also in-rules experts.
I think when Salu is saying, yes, this is the English version of the course.
Yes.
And participants asked whether the French version is coming up. Yes, it will come up, but can IITE and Enrolled also provide some support for the French version?
Yeah, we are working on soon. Yes, so that's the problem. Still need to kind of we need to translate, and also not only the content translate, also the audio translate transformations to the audio. So we will take some time to finalizing the French, but we hope that will be done in the next month. Yeah. And also the questions who suggest that who say just testing, you can use your email address as a username. So yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, so we are 3 minutes behind, and I will hand over the floor to Yumiko to close.
Thank you, Tamachen. I think Bernard is raising the hand. Bernard?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So I wanted to probably to clarify the question Yumiko had asked was about using a mailing address.
Yeah, that's solved now.
Taking into consideration many African contexts where the mailing address is not for individual household. For instance, in my case, I have PO box at the post office and I have to go to collect my mail from there. So if there are many people sharing the same PO box, then it will be complicated for the learning management system to sort out who is who in taking the course. So obviously the mailing address is probably not a feasible option in some African settings. Thank you. That's the clarification I wanted to make.
Okay, thank you very much, Bernard. I suppose that was a mailing address. You mean I meant the email address. So that will be quite, yes,
Yeah.
quite okay.
Email
but that's
address.
a very, very valid question. Yes, thank you very much. Now, I have just 1 minute to conclude, but thank you very much for this active and the interactive discussion. It was very informative, and it had lots of created lots of good ideas, like a YouTube, wonderful, and the synchronized questions. I think English and the French version can come in, and then we can easily, using the help of a Google translation and so on, I think a lot of questions could be translated, and Iqbal will be very happy to provide a group of French-speaking people to work with you when and where needed. But what we would like to do is this course to be running automatically so that it does not need too much of maintenance. But so that's why I'm really excited to see the forum where people can share their ideas and so on. Now, we are not yet translating this into French because we would like to make sure that the English version is good and running before we change into French language. And then the French language translation already, I think a number of SIPC, thank you very much, number of people volunteering to support. So that's really exciting. This course is evolving. It's already, this version is already a much better version than the beginning. So online courses like a child, like a learner, it evolves and it improves. And it's very, very exciting. Now, we have also suggestions for additional courses for future, like a digital competency. I'd like to also add a digital ethics when we open the door to teachers and young people how to use ICT. We are bringing them into open field where there might be a danger. So I think it's very important for people to have a digital literacy skills and digital ethics skills. So these are some of the competencies we would like to work with, continue working with IIT and Inroad. Distance learning is very important. It's not only needed for during the school closure, but I do believe that this will be very important when the schools open. Ethiopia is probably a country whose internet connectivity is yet to be improved. I have seen a number of schools providing written work to their children. So their parents come and collect them if they don't have an internet connection. So already that option is open. This encourages me very much. There is a great willingness and will and need for teachers and students to continue learning. So our work is going to be appreciated. Now we have only 32, which has gone to certificate. I suppose it includes myself. I really enjoyed it and I went to certificate. But we would like to increase this number from 32 to 32,000. So let us spread our words and then ask people to take these courses. We are going to put this session in our web page, but please ask your colleagues and partner agencies and universities to let them know that this course is here, free of charge, with a certificate. So I would like to thank all of you for your excellent participation. I particularly would like to thank Tao and Tingwin, Jose, and Tamuchen for, and also Bernard, excellent organization of this webinar. Thank you very much, and good afternoon, good evening to you. Please stay safe. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. 谢谢。
谢谢。
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
Salu.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Yumiko.
Okay. How is it in Dakar?
Yeah, Dakar is quiet. Yeah, we are still suffering from the increase of the numbers.